Hi everyone, famous YouTuber Skitty Bitty here. This may surprise you to learn, but I do not care for Tears of the Kingdom. I made a whole video about that actually. You may have even seen it. But 47 minutes and 33 seconds into that video, I uttered the words that would come to haunt me. Shrine Island doesn't have a shrine on it. No shrine on Shrine Island, and this game costs $70! No shrine on Shrine Island. For those out of the loop, or those who need a refresher, here's the context. In the hit 2017 video game The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the player can find 120 Sheikah shrines scattered around the world. These shrines and the terrain often complement each other, giving the player the sense that this is a thoughtfully designed, living, breathing world with its own self-contained history. Eye-catching locations on the map often lead the player to a shrine. That big, crab-shaped rock formation in the lava lakes of the Elden region? There's a shrine there. Those mysterious, massive statues all standing in a circle? That's a shrine alright. The tiny island out in the middle of the Necluda Sea? Perfect spot for a shrine. The peak of that suspiciously shaped mountain? That's right, there's a shrine. It's no surprise then that when you visit the Lanayru wetlands and stumble upon Shrine Island, there's a shrine there waiting for you. There's not much that's remarkable about Shrine Island. The Daka Tusk shrine isn't even particularly fun. In fact, I'd go as far as to say it's pretty bad. The location didn't stick out to me much aside from its utility as a teleport point for easy access to the fleet lotus seeds that grow abundantly in the wetlands. But then, 6 years later, Tears of the Kingdom came out. Tears of the Kingdom faced a challenge right from the start, in that the designers needed to find a way to reuse Breath of the Wild's Hyrule without it feeling stale. While many people welcomed this news and saw it as an opportunity to expand upon Breath of the Wild's world building, something that left a lot to be desired, others were doubtful that Nintendo would be able to pull off such a feat. Unfortunately, the latter group was eventually proven right. Tears of the Kingdom's Hyrule features 152 shrines, 32 of which are found in the sparse Sky Islands that float underwhelmingly above the game world. That means the surface was once again home to 120 shrines. The question was clear. How would they distinguish Tears of the Kingdom shrine placements from Breath of the Wild's while still maintaining a world that felt intentional and handcrafted? The answer, simply put, is that they largely didn't. With the exception of shrines found in the new caves dotted around the map, the shrines on the surface were moved around seemingly at random. The sense of cohesion with the environment was stripped away, and as a result, the shrines in Tears of the Kingdom overwhelmingly felt like they had simply been plopped down somewhere new. There were a few shrines, however, that either maintained their location from Breath of the Wild, or moved a near imperceptibly small amount. The Zumo shrine in Breath of the Wild is located in the same spot as Tears' Gemimik shrine. Namika Oz became Ren Iz. Wakokata became Tajikats. The Three Lome Labyrinths each house a shrine in both games. Having demonstrated the willingness to reuse some shrine placements then, I was surprised to notice a glaring omission. Shrine Island no longer had a shrine on it. This shook me to my core when I noticed it. It tormented me as I painstakingly crafted my critique of Tears of the Kingdom, and I made sure to highlight it as the ultimate example of the game's careless reuse of Breath of the Wild's map. I was not prepared for what happened next. No shrine on Shrine Island rapidly became the defining meme associated with my budding YouTube channel. Every video I make, every community post, every short, I am inundated with comments reminding me that there is no shrine on Shrine Island. Occasionally, there'll be some variant that relates to the topic at hand, like when I mentioned I'd be heading back to college and would be busy with classes and a commenter helpfully suggested I try visiting Class Island, or the time I posted a picture of some mulled apple cider and the comment section looked like this. I have gotten literally hundreds of comments referencing no shrine on Shrine Island in the 7 months since I uploaded the original video, and in a recent video I even got to do a version of the Shrine Island rant in Japanese. But while I was doing research for that video, I discovered something that turned everything I thought I knew about Shrine Island upside down. Among the deluge of comments I've received about Shrine Island, I've occasionally had instances of people informing me that there is no Gleeok on Gleeok Bridge, no Tingle on Tingle Island, and no Talus on the Talus Plateau. My response to these people has been consistent. Those don't bother me the same way Shrine Island does, because they each reference previous Zelda games. Gleeok Bridge is located near the Dig Dog Suspension Bridge, the Manhala Bridge, and the Aquame Bridge. The Zelda OGs in my audience may have already realized this just from me saying it, but those bridges are all named after Zelda 1 bosses. Tingle Island is one of 4 islands named after Tingle and his brothers from the Wind Waker. Talus Plateau is surrounded by locations referencing the Oracle games, like Tarm Point, which is named for the Tarm Ruins, Horon Lagoon, which is named for Horon Village, and the Lodrum Headland and Brinna Plain, which are clear references to Holodrum and Labrina, the settings for Oracle of Seasons and Ages respectively. Talus Plateau, then, is a reference not to the mini-boss from the Wild Era games, but to Talus Peaks from Oracle of Ages. But what does that have to do with Shrine Island? The other islands in the Lanayru wetlands have names like Gopanga Island, a reference to Link's Awakening, West Island, seemingly named that because it's the westernmost Host Island, but what about the rest of them? Well, Zhaoz and Linebeck are both characters from Phantom Hourglass. Molita Island, Merkay Island, and Bannon Island all have counterparts in Phantom Hourglass as well, and Kinsey Island seems to be a reference to the Ocean King from, you guessed it, Phantom Hourglass. But Skitty, I hear the 2 Phantom Hourglass fans in the entire world cry. There's no Shrine Island in Phantom Hourglass, to which I ask, are you sure about that? When I was writing the script for my response to Hayato Sensei, I ran into some trouble deciding how I should go about pronouncing Shrine Island's Japanese name. Since the island part of Shrine Island is written in kanji, its reading is ambiguous. In every real-life instance I've encountered, including Japan's own famous Shrine Island, Miyajima, the pronunciation is just that, Jima or Shima. Apparently, data miners have checked and the pronunciation is officially Hokora to, using the other reading of the kanji for island, but that didn't sound quite right, even to my non-native ears. So I did a quick search for Hokorajima Zelda in Japanese, and there it is, the smoking gun. What we English speakers know as Spirit Island, home to the shrine at Spirit Island, was originally called Hokora no Shima, Shrine Island. It was never about the Dakatus Shrine. The shrine in Shrine Island referred to something else entirely all along. I knew I couldn't share this knowledge with the public yet. I knew I had to unleash the Japanese version of the Shrine Island rant before I could deal this running joke, the killing blow, but I think the time has finally come. I won't run from the truth anymore. There is no shrine on Shrine Island, and I'm okay with that. Thanks so much for watching this video. I wanted to give a special shout out to Double ZR Tap for drawing these incredible Skitty portraits for me, and another shout out to Chubby Bub, Doge, and eChocolate for helping me finally realize my dream of putting a shrine on Shrine Island in Tears of the Kingdom. I don't imagine the Shrine Island jokes will actually stop anytime soon, but I wanted to at least set the record straight. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't. Speaking of doing my job, this video is brought to you by my patrons. Thank you so much to all my plushies whose names are scrolling by on screen right now. Thanks so much to my big skits, Birthday Boy, Eva Gorn, Lily, Jen, and Jane. Thank you so much to my holy skits. Thank you Avery, thank you Bunny, thank you Zion Blue, thank you DM Nath, thank you Fossil Daddy, thank you Jarton, thank you Orion, thank you Redman, thank you Rob, thank you Sarah, thank you Rosalina, and thank you Triforce. Finally, a special thanks to my Tears of the Skitty patrons, Reach and the Gaming Wyvern. Your generosity is truly mind-boggling and I feel extremely lucky. The Breath of the Wild video is in the works, college is my priority at the moment, you've heard this all before. Thanks again for watching, bye!